You've read the forums, you've watched the videos. Watch your wallet. It's dangerous. You'll get scammed. Foreigners are targets. I'm going to tell you what happened when I walked alone in a Philippine provincial province. No trike, no wife, no buffer, just me. And I'm going to tell you the real dangers that nobody warns you about. And it's not what you think. Before I moved here, I did what every guy does. I Googled it, watched the YouTube videos, read the Facebook groups, and the message was pretty consistent. Foreigners get targeted. Scams. Everywhere. Don't walk alone. Don't trust anyone offering you something free because nothing here is free. Almost 4 years I've been living here in Provincial Samar with my wife and kids. And I want to tell you what I've actually experienced versus what I was told to expect, because there's a gap, a significant gap. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Philippines is Disneyland. It's not. But I'm also not going to let bad intel send you to your room when you should be out living your life. So I'm heading into town solo, walking the streets of San Andreas. Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto, except nobody's getting jacked. I'm going to 7-Eleven, my daughter wanted cookies, that's it. First trouble I run into, a group of locals under a tree. One of them holds out a cup of tuba. That's coconut wine for those of you that don't know. They collect the sap from coconut palms, mix it with mangrove root. When it ferments right, it's got a real kick to it. And they're not selling it. They're not running a scheme. They just offered it because that's what you do here. A little further down the road, gin and Mountain Dew, again, offered freely by strangers on a stoop who had no idea who I was except that I was a foreigner walking through their neighborhood. You know what they wanted in return? Nothing. Not a peso. Just company for about 90 seconds and a share of their drink. Now I'm going to stop here for a second because I know what some of you are thinking. That's a setup. That's how it starts. And look, I understand your thinking, but at some point you have to ask yourself, are you protecting yourself or are you just afraid of people? I understand that instinct, but I have to ask you, are you protecting yourself or are you afraid of people? Because those are two different things. I hit the market on the way back. I'm checking tomatoes, 160 pesos a kilo. Before I buy, I'll run it by my wife on a quick text. Not because I don't trust the vendor, because I want to know the fair price. That's just smart. That's not paranoia. That's doing your homework. Because I'm thinking in my head, that's way too much. Retired policeman on the way home, my neighbor waves me in, offers Red Horse. At this point, I've had tuba, gin, and now a cold beer. And my wife, she has no idea where I am, but I'm only about 10 minutes from the house. Nobody asked me for a single peso. Nobody tried to shortchange me. Nobody tried to hustle me. The only people that gave me grief the entire walk were the kids yelling, "Give me my money!" But they do that every time I walk through that section of the alley, and that's okay. That's what kids are expected to do. Occasionally, I'll throw them 20 pesos. For a 6-year-old, that is the world. Here's what almost 4 years actually taught me. The scam risk in provincial Philippines is real, but it's specific. It's not strangers on the street. It's unvetted situations. It's moving too fast on relationships. It's making financial decisions before you understand the culture. It's trusting someone with your money before you've earned their trust and they've earned yours. The guys who get burned here, and I've seen it happen, they didn't get burned on a walk to 7-Eleven. They got burned because they handed over cash without understanding who they were dealing with. And that's a big difference. The Philippines doesn't make you a target. Naivety makes you a target. And naivety is fixable. I'd rather you get a little uncomfortable hearing this now than broke and bitter later trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. What you need to actually watch for, the foreigner bubble. When you only talk to people who want something from you, tour operators, fixers, expat bar scenes, Your sample there is poisoned. You don't get to see the real place. You get to see the layer that exists to monetize you. I say walk the provincial streets without a handler. Eat where locals eat. Learn 10 words of Visayan or Waray or Tagalog or Cebuano. Watch what happens. That's your real orientation. I walked back home, cookies in hand for my daughter. About an hour of just living. Nobody scammed me. Nobody tried to. The family doesn't ask for money, never has. The neighbors watch out for us. Not a brochure version, not a horror story, just what it actually is. If you're planning on coming here and you're building your whole picture from Facebook groups and YouTube comment sections, you're going to show up afraid of the wrong things and unprepared for the real ones. Drop one word in the comments, safe or scared. Tell me where you're at right now on coming to the Philippines. I also put together the 10 non-negotiable rules that you need to abide by if you're going to come to the Philippines. You'll find them absolutely free in the description. Just click it. Some guys have given 10, 15, 20 bucks, but it's absolutely free. I appreciate every one of those guys. Thank you. But again, it's free always. Almost at 10,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you. Thank you for your support. And check out this video, 3 mistakes that can destroy you. And also, I should be dead. Be excellent to each other. And remember, this was never about the Philippines. It's about how you show up when you get here.